All right. This is a break from all of the whole rap battle, this is and all that stuff. And just talk about something that has gone a little bit under the radar, but still, this is happening right now. And that is R&B Big Three. Now, talk about confliction. Talking about, hey, I don't have a big three. There's a lot of factors that go into it because R&B is a whole lot older than hip hop, and there's just a lot of stuff that goes to it because we have a lot of big hitters. I've been trying to debate of like how do we definify the big three? Do we want to do it in the modern time? Do we want to do it by era? Or do we want to do it by bestsellers? Who can still outperform? Who has the better vocal range? The songwriter? All of this stuff, Grammys, awards, all of these stuff that are there. Trust me. I was trying to like do a list. I can't choose my big three. It will have to go by literally by the era. By the era. By the decades. Because if you're talking about the classic big three, because you have Michael Jackson, Smokey Robinson, The Temptations, Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder is still out there. He's still doing music.
Siri? I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I really did not make Siri do that. And since I said Siri again, it said the name. Stop listening.
I can't help with that, but you can change it in settings.
It's always listening. Who I was saying? If we're going to go into the 90s, we got Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Usher. We have a lot of people. Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, Janelle Monáe, Alicia Keys, which I still haven't done a video about Alicia Keys. What? There's a lot of factors. There are multiple factors. And this is, to be honest, this thing, all of this is very, very subjective to its extent. It is very subjective. And I can't decide on my big three. Because even if you want to go modern, like Miguel, Khalees, there's so many names. Giveon. Giveon had a huge name. Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan. And people not considering it. That's how you know there's so many people. Maxwell. I'm just looking on my phone of like contemporary. Okay, so you can look at a lot of people. So I'm on albumoftheyear.org, and the top three are Janelle Monáe, Jasmine Sullivan, and Miguel. And then you have Maxwell, Kalani, The Dream, Beyonce's on there. Alicia Keys is number 70. Look at this. How's she getting number 70? Man, y'all got me messed up. Neo, Babyface. Yo, you could not even go outside without listening to a Babyface hit back in the day, in the 80s, 90s, right? Comment down below what your big threes are. I'm curious. And the only thing that I can depict is probably like, hey, you were born in this generation that you grew up in, or this region that you grew up in. It is all a factor because somebody could be 18 and they could have Stevie Wonder as their big three. He's still out there. Michael Jackson. I said Michael Jackson already. Yeah, man. Fifth Harmony, not Prince. So there's a lot of factors. But the big question is, I haven't said Luther Vandross. Everybody was on Luther Vandross back in the day. Marvin Gaye. I have a whole discography. He got number... He was in the top 100 of Rolling Stones albums to listen to before you Mary J. Blige. If I don't say Mary J. Blige, I might get somebody to pull up on me and we might we might start boxing because I didn't say Mary J. Blige. Lionel Richie, Aretha Franklin, Ray Charles in it, Barry White, Curtis Mayfield, her, Jill Scott. I said D'Angelo, right? D'Angelo's one. Tina Turner, Daniel Caesar. I'm gonna do a full listen to of his songs. Frank Ocean. I'm questioning Frank Ocean right now. I probably need to call an expert on some Frank Ocean because I'm not too well knowledge of his discography. Yeah, the list just goes on and on and on. And this is how you know the beauty is very, very subjective into the music. Now that I got that rant out of the way, wanna talk about this disc? So, I was on Fanbase, and people were talking about how quickly to respond to a diss track. Some people were saying like an hour, like 24 hours, 72 hours, and all that stuff to it. I was saying like if you really want a good one, a week would probably be the best response. Or if you really, really want to like demolish, ruin their whole career, get them out, probably change genre, you give it about 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah. That's when you want to like you're pulling the trigger. You're releasing them away from the world of their genre. They have to go change genre. They might have to go work at McDonald's if they take them back. And I got a lot of flack for that, saying a week. People were like, "Oh my gosh, it's too long. It's too long. We're gonna be bored and all that stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I can wait a week. Yeah, I can wait a week. If y'all on anything with Disney Plus, if you're on the Marvels, TV shows, the X-Men's, you have to wait a week. You can last a week to have it released and all that. And let me be real, I have some proof evidence about it as well. Because when J. Cole did his, this was like a week and a half. And the bars were actually really good. 7-minute drill. Rick Ross did his in less than a week, and it was very, very mid. It was just like, okay. That's the thing. That's the thing about art. That's the thing that art don't say. Is that, hey, let things cook. Let things shimmer. Let it okay, you're going to come back, you're going to come back. And if we really want to go like traditional rap battles where it's basically not beef, where it's not like destroying anybody, there's ways to go through it. We can go 3 rounds of, hey, you're going to have this bar that you have prepared. Another round with going at each other. And the last one is on top of your head. See what bars will come out from there from a beat that they never heard before. Somebody hire me. I got creative ideas. Trademark. Tell me what you know in the comments down below. What would you consider a good time to respond to a rap diss? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to add this onto it too. That is the review of Beyonce. It's been a couple of weeks. And I feel like the instant ones always be like the ones like, hey, go get it. But there's never a time in it where you have to be like, let me sit on this. Let me meditate it. Let me get the good headphones and just see what goes on. Let's see how it actually sits and all that. And is this on repeat or anything like that? Let me show you my top 3 from that album. The first one, number 1, is Daughter. When I heard that song, I'm like, that one won. Her cover of Blackbirds was phenomenal. I really enjoyed the time that they did and added 2 black country artists to sing on it with it. It was really phenomenal. And people who don't know about the song Blackbird, so Blackbird is actually talking about the civil rights movement of hearing about a black girl going into a white school. In England, UK, Bird can sometimes be a slang for a girl. I didn't know that. But I thought that was phenomenal. And that song was already been talking about song political. Don't talk about like songs can't be political. That song is. Yaya was good. I'm not gonna lie. I had to listen to that one about a good 3 times to be like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. All in all, it is actually a good country album. It's a good listen to. It got a lot of different songs. Jolene was good. She did that one. The only thing about Jolene is this is my just personal thing about it because Jolene is like that powerful song. I'm kind of wishing that that song and Texas Hold'em would have more of Beyonce's grit to it, that aggressive side to her singing of it, that beltness to it. That's the only thing that I wish that was kind of integrated to it. And you can't say that she can't do it. Is yeah, she did it in the Miley Cyrus song that she did with it, featuring Miley Cyrus. Let me be right. Don't call the swaps. Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm done talking about her. I'm done talking about her. Chill. Okay. Let me see what else talking about in music that I do want to talk about. I have notes. Those weren't the notes. It's someone trying to pause and talk about it. Oh. So this one is a general question of concern that I have for me is the direct to consumer movement. Which personally I see the benefits of it, and I'm seeing how it can benefit with fans and all that stuff. But how is it long term? I'm not. I okay. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am learning about the music business as I speak. I am learning about it. I'm trying to continue to work on my skills of music after being. Yeah, I'm working on it. And it's not like a flag. I'm just more of like it's more of a curiosity of it. I'm trying to think of like, okay, what can I? What is the thing that I'm missing of it that I'm not seeing? Is there a team behind the artist and all that going independent? Are you working with a record label or are you recording yourself? I don't know the rules of what is considered independent artist, DIY, and all that stuff. I had to slow down saying DIY because of English. But yeah, I just have questions and concern about that. Comment down below if there's like videos that be like, hey, this person talk about it, or this person talk about it, or if you know knowledge of it. Comment down below. Sexy Red got invited to a high school. I don't know if it's her school that she graduated from or what in their city, or I don't know. I don't know it. But she was asked cool not to be appropriate in there because they were smelling a little something green that had been demonized for the last. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Y'all see it. I'm not saying it. I'm trying to get monetized, babies. She was upset, went to Instagram, turned up in the parking lot. A few of the students of the school were outside the parking lot, and she was performing, just doing like a little, like, hey, people, I'm here. Kind of like that meet and greet. Now, it's not as demonized as people said it was. Now, they want to say something how she dressed, and that can be a little bit considerate. Because of, I have known artists that would come to the schools, high schools, and talk. And they would dress a little conservative. And not saying that they're in a suit and tie and all that stuff. They would probably be in just t-shirt or just looking nice. She's just looking nice. Not like a Sunday best or anything like that. I'm just looking, I'm looking good. I'm not, my underwear is not showing. I'm not, yeah, it's just that kind of deal. And I can't say anything about female rappers because in the time I was in high school, Nicki Minaj was coming up. She was just getting popular. Yeah, that's how you know how old I am. But there were still some from the other age and all that stuff. What happening? Okay, and all that. Let me know what you think about that. What you thought about Sexy Red? Do you think it was inappropriate or she just caused chaos in the school. Honestly, if they invited her to be there, then hey. To me, it was a lot of miscommunication onto the school, and probably just like, hey, if you're gonna come to school, try to not smell like blank or dress. Because I don't think dressing was one of the things that she was talking about. I don't know. I'm not a parent. But I can't talk about the school about communication and just be like, hey, uphold it and chill about it. Alright, the fact that you got this far into the video, you gotta give me a like, okay? You just gotta show me a like, because if you give it a like, that shows me that I'm doing something okay here. And maybe if you want to dislike it, then it shows me something, hey, maybe you disagree on something what I said. Comment down below. Comment down. Let's talk about that. Let's have that conversation. And I'd just like to thank you for listening and hearing my madness of my brain that goes through. Um, I love doing these music talks, and especially with these outros, I can just talk whatever I want. And all of my links are in the bio. If you want to show up more onto it, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all the social media that I put in the link down below. And I'll see y'all next time, man. I gotta finish editing this.